Thank you, my brother.
You sounded very, very, I'm not sure the right adjective to use in describing you yesterday. Clearly, that's not what you were planning to announce to Ghanaians when you were sent by your party to supervise the election. I've heard you speak briefly there, but let's, for a moment, make you the correspondent who was in the hall, because our reporter has said to us that no journalist was allowed at the sorting center, which means that he could not have given us an independent report. We want to take yours, albeit a biased one, but what happened? At what point did all things go haywire in the sorting room?
Thank you very much. The election started. We started voting around 10 a.m. Voting was started peacefully. Delegates were coming, voting in their numbers. We have ended the voting around 4 p.m. and sorting have started. We've started sorting. As I'm talking to you, we have sorted the ballot papers. It was almost, and we were almost ending the sorting. Those ballots that left for sorting is not even up to 40 ballots, both the Kabiru one and then Hajia one. So there that we had one guy called Kamara. Kamara, I don't know Kamara anywhere. I was there, and the Kamara, not knowing that, they said Kamara was first a campaign supporter of Kabiru. So 2 days to election, he defected from Kabiru camp to Hajia Larba camp. That was the history I heard about that side, this is Kabiru, Kamara. So Kamara came when we start sorting. People get their way into the voting perimeter, into the voting center. People get their way there. So I raised my head and see many people who are not pulling agents, who are not agents of any, but nowhere. That is where I even give a warning to the police and say police people should be cautious and they should be vigilant. They should be careful and vigilant, because this is the time every election can be distracted, the sorting time. I've given that warning to the police. So the sorting is almost done. And the Kamara guy came there. I don't know what has transpired between Kamara and then Kabiru, agent. Once Kamara hit this thing, so throughout they just start fighting. So at that time, the police arrest the 2 of them and handcuff them. The police arrest the 2 of them, one agent of Kabiru and the Kamara. They say he was a deputy, he was the former constituency chairman for Yagaba Kobori. So both of them were handcuffed by police and sent out. So at there, God so being good, the police has a control to cover all, to control and cover all the ballot paper, got the ballot paper intact and put them back into the ballot box. So, and a few of the papers have spoiled. So they sent them to the police station, Walewale District Police Station. All of us with the EC went back to the police station, and we saw the ballot papers there again. If you look at the ballot paper that has been sorted, there are plenty ballot paper that have sorted. Those papers that have spoiled, there are no more than 20 ballot papers. So I was insisting there with the EC that the EC should count. They should count those ballots that has been sorted. I've spoken to the EC fight, and I've told him that I am the election committee chairman. I've given order, let us count these ballot papers. Let us count and see, because to my observing, this ballot, every candidate can cross 400 or 300 or something. So let us count. When we count those ballot papers that has spoiled, it cannot compromise this thing, because those papers that have spoiled, they are no more than 20. So when we count, and are having sure that one candidate can even beat another candidate with more than 100 or 150 votes. So if in this case, if one beats one with more than 100 100 votes or 150 votes, then we know the total number of people that have registered to vote. And we know the total number of people that have cast their vote. Then we will calculate it and deduct those papers that has been sorted and counted. We deduct and see the spoiled ones. So it can even happen if you even add all the spoiled one to another candidate, he can win the election. So in that case, the EC can justify the winner of this election. But I don't understand why the EC refused to count the ballot papers there. So the counting was not done. The only thing that I heard the EC said that those papers that has been spoiled those papers that has been spoiled. He cannot recognize those votes. He cannot tell these votes are for Mr. A or are for Mr. B. In this case, the vote, the entire election has been annulled. So he has given the matter to the party so that whatever the party would decide, then it is our own matter. So I was arguing with the EC there. All my committee members were there. Hajia was there when I was arguing. I told Hajia Safia, let us count this ballot before we move here. Hajia Safia didn't allow me, was not cooperative with me to count the ballot. So I'm telling you in my report, I still stand by the ballot papers. There are those ballot papers that have been kept at the Walewale DC police station. That if NEC accepts my proposal, they should bring those ballot papers and count them so that and see the total number of votes each candidate got. Then we know how many ballots spoiled. If you ask the EC how many ballots spoiled, he can tell you how many ballots spoiled. But when I was there, to my experience, to what I saw, those ballots that has spoiled cannot compromise this election to the extent that the election should be entirely annulled. You see,
okay.
So to me, they should bring the ballot papers to the NEC so that we count it and know Mr. A got this, Mr. B got this. In this case, we can know who the winner of this election is. Okay.
Based on what you have seen, typically when sorting is being done, we would sort for candidate A and sort for candidate B. So there would be, because this was an election of just two persons, there would be two heaps of ballot papers.
Yes.
Based on what you saw, which heap was bigger?
You know, when they are putting it, papers, when papers are piled, you can see, because as we see, when they were putting Hajia one was up more than this thing, Kabiru one. Even when the regional chairman started jubilating there, I ordered him not to jubilate because when papers pile on each other, you can see papers pile and you think that it's bigger than the one, and maybe this one did not pile correctly, and this one have weight. So when they count it, this one can maybe the one which is not even bigger can be higher than the one that you think is bigger. So we don't compare or we don't look at the bigness of papers piled down and decide who is going to win the election. The only way we can know who is the winner of election is by counting 1, 2, 3, 4 up to Z.
The regional chairman whom you said was jubilating, he was jubilating in support of who?
No, he was saying that, today the election will be declared. The election will be declared.
It's not as if he thought one of them had won.
No. He was saying that, no, there won't be a run or there won't be a fight. The election will be declared. And I said, no. I don't want anything. Even I was trying to even sack him
So for you, based on what you saw, you can't call the election for either party.
Me, I can't call the election for either party. The only thing that I can recommend is we should bring that ballot paper and count them. I have a hope that when we count these ballot papers, I'm telling you, those are the issue. How many ballot papers spoiled?
Okay, so you said it's just about 20. Just a quick point of clarification. This Kamara person whom you have now agreed to be the one who snatched the ballot boxes, did he take the ballot box or he took some of the papers like we saw in the House of Parliament?
No, you see, the Kamara guy, when we came, after me, I don't know him, after when this incident happened, somebody asked about him and they told me that he was a supporter.
Yes. No, we've got that. I'm just asking, did he take the ballot papers, chew some and ran away some, or he took the box?
No. There were, I think, he was, in his mind, when they caught him, he was saying that, Kabiru agent was there. So when they came, they were fighting. Two of them were fighting. They were fighting, and Kabiru agent was holding some ballot papers, and he was trying to snatch the ballot papers from Kabiru agent's hand. So it is true that some of the ballots spoiled.
Okay, so they did not take the ballot and fled the scene. He did not do that.
Nobody snatched any ballots anywhere. When they just fight, the police surround them. Every ballot paper, all the ballot papers were there. Okay. Nobody took even one ballot paper outside.
Okay. Mr. Masaudu, I'll let you go, but just a quick point that I would want your comment on about your own track record, about your own credibility and how you can be trusted in the future. You were the same person who was sent to Yendi to supervise the election there, and we saw what happened. You declared Farouk as the winner. That became a contentious issue. The party had to intervene. Later on, the party made a decision that Farouk should be the candidate. Now you have gone to Walewale and the same issue has come up. Are you a man of confusion, or confusion appears to like you?
Me, if you look at my track record from Boku up to Techima, up to Accra here, I have no any bad record. My record, I'm a very learned person in Arabic. I'm a Malam. I have no any bad record in me. And if the Yendi, there is different dynamic from Yendi election and then the Walewale election. The Yendi election was deliberate by one side who deliberately spoiled the election. And before I took that decision in Yendi, I consult the National Party, and I had an order from above to declare Honorable Farouk as the winner. When I declare him, when it comes to NEC, all NECs have accepted my declaration and have seen that Abibata have done wrong, and the NEC accept the declaration of Farouk. That one is different. But the Walewale one is quite different. The Walewale one, no one declared. I won. I didn't declare that. I didn't declare anybody. The election was supervised and conducted by Electoral Commission. My duty there was a committee that the NEC formed and appoint me to be the chairman of the committee. When I come, I did my work diligently. I did my work diligently in the sense that I did not have any word with both partners. When I reached to Walewale, I went and get my own hotel to sleep. I ordered food in that hotel. I called both the partners and spoke to them, tell them that I'm here. When both of them came for the vetting, I decided to annul the vet. I said, we have already vetted the first time and approved. So don't waste your time for vetting. All of you go back and campaign. They said we should do balloting, and it was consensus between the two of them. Okay. They all agreed that Larba should be number one and Kabiru should be number two. That was my duty, and I did it. I went and collected the accreditation card. I brought it. The ballot papers were not from me. It came from the party headquarters to Accra here. The electoral commission, the district electoral commission for Walewale, and the police went to Tamale and brought the electoral materials. I was not having hand in electoral material. The only material that I've handled, it was the accreditation. When I bring the accreditation I've handed over to the constituency secretary, and he distributed to the various coordinators, and they will give it to their polling station. So If someone say my credibility will be put into question in this election, the person hates me.
Wow.
I did not support anyone.
Okay.
I did no wrong here.
Okay.
I did no wrong here. I didn't declare anyone.
Okay.
Even me, I was insisting the electoral commission to count the ballot paper. Up to now, I'm standing counting the ballot paper.
So your hands are clean. But just out
my
of
hands are clean. My hands are clean.
Out of curiosity, why do they call you Chairman Buga Buga?
Chairman Buga is from Boku. In my younger days, I like fighting. But that one, I will not hide you.
See.
I don't hide you. I was somebody who don't take nonsense.
I see.
I'm telling you, I'm somebody who don't take nonsense. Fighting was my hobby when I grew up. But I come to some stage and I've seen that fighting was not anything to benefit in future. Because if fighting is something, Azuma Nation today will have had everything in the world. You see, so I don't want to the later generation, my generation, to be like, oh, your father was this. So no, you know, Boku.
Okay. So you stop fighting. You don't fight anymore.
I'm telling you, no, Boku is a conflict zone.
It's okay. Let's not get there. Let's not get there. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Malam Chairman Buga.
Call me Malam Buga.
Malam Buga Mungodi. Thank you so much. Okay, that's Malam Masaudu Osman, aka Chairman Buga Buga, who is the third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party.